Today we are going to test a brand new image model called Boogu-Image-0.1. And trust me, it can do some really interesting things. In this video, I am going to solve many of your problems like how to edit images, fix common issues, generate high quality results in just 2 steps, render text more accurately, and even build an auto-prompting workflow. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. For this video, I use the Boogu-Image-0.1 Turbo FP8 model and edit model. But we'll talk about the edit model later. So here is an interesting detail about this model. Because we are using the turbo version, there is also a turbo LoRA available. You can use this LoRA with the base model, and the main model handles the image generation, while the turbo LoRA helps speed up the generation. If I talk about text encoder, we use the Qwen3VL8B FP8 model, and for the VAE, we use the official AE.SafeTensors file. Boogu-Image-0.1 is now natively supported by ComfyUI, so you do not need to build anything complicated to make it work. For the supported resolutions, I added a note in the workflow. You can just copy one of those supported resolutions and use it with this model. For the turbo model, the recommended starting point is 4 steps with the CFG set to 1. I use the Euler sampler first, and if I find another sampler that works best, we'll test that too. So here is our workflow. It's very simple for image generation. For my first test, I keep everything simple. 4 steps, CFG of 1 and the default settings. So let's generate the first result. I generated my first result. And as per me, it looks good to me. I used the exact same prompt in Crea 2 as well. So you can see the difference between both models. For me, Boogu looks a little better than Crea 2 in this test. Now the question arises, can we improve this result anymore? So here I'll change the prompt a little bit. Then I enable the turbo LoRA and set its strength to 0.5. After that, I tried generating it with only 2 steps. At first, the 2-step turbo result did not look very good. And due to that reason, I changed the sampler to LCM and used the SGM uniform scheduler. With 2 steps, you can get a similar type of result. This is just a quick speed test. Instead of using 4 steps, you can try 2 steps with the LCM sampler and SGM uniform scheduler to compare the results yourself. Now you can clearly see the difference. Next, I tested one more thing. With the turbo LoRA enabled, the image actually gets a little more detail and can look better than the 4-step result without it. So what happens if we use 4 steps with exact same LCM sampler and SGM uniform scheduler? So let's try it. And yes, this one looks even better. Now, what if we bypass the turbo LoRA? So let's compare these 2 images. With the turbo LoRA, we get a much better and more detailed result. And without the turbo LoRA, the image looks much smoother. Therefore, I recommend using the turbo LoRA with the Turbo FP8 model. For this test, using the LCM sampler, the SGM uniform scheduler, 4 steps and a CFG of 1 gave me a great result with the turbo LoRA. So this is one way to use the turbo model. You can play around with these settings and compare the outputs for yourself. Now moving on, I added a text generate node with Gemma 4. This helps me write prompts automatically. I simply give it a rough idea and it helps convert that idea into a simple proper prompt that the image model can understand. For example, I can type a simple rough prompt like this. A woman in a red dress is having a fashion shoot. So let's see what happens. Gemma writes the prompt for me, and as you can see, it creates a short prompt. So it's not necessary that you always need to write a very long complicated prompt for this model. That is exactly why it's good to let the AI write prompts in this clear and simple formats. Next, I generated the image using this red dress fashion shoot idea, but the image did not come out very well. Maybe this is happening because of the 4 steps or the Turbo LoRA. So I decided to test it further. So here I tried generating it with only 2 steps. This one looks a little better for me, but the face is still not created correctly. And hence, I bypassed the Turbo LoRA and changed the workflow back to the simple default settings, a CFG of 1, Euler sampler and the simple scheduler. Now the result looks much better. You can play around with these settings yourself, and here my biggest takeaway is, do not change everything at once. Test one setting at a time and compare the result. Now we are going to test style transfer in the image editing workflow. I added another node where you can copy the prompt and paste it into the text generate node. It will automatically write the prompt for you. You can see this prompt is also very short. So here is the result. It looks mostly similar to my loaded reference image, and the skin actually looks more realistic. This is a great example of transferring the style from an image. It does not copy the loaded image 100% exactly, but it still creates a very good result. So this shows that the model is highly capable of creating strong images from a reference. So here is another good result from this model. And for this test, I used the LCM sampler with the SGM uniform scheduler. Then I tested the Euler sampler with the default settings as well. There is a small change in the final result. It does not copy every single detail or every part of the loaded image exactly, but it still creates a very good image. Now let's look at another example. This model really impressed me here. I tried generating commercial product photography and the result is quite good. But there is one drawback also. It added extra text that was not in my prompt. I only asked it to use the words super speed and new arrival, but it added extra random text as well. So here I tried generating it many times, but I kept getting the exact same problem. Therefore, I increased the resolution and used 1344 by 768. And now you can see the extra text problem has been completely fixed and the result looks much better. So while checking the model, I found out that there is also a new hotfix checkpoint available. This hotfix is meant to improve visual artifacts that can appear at different aspect ratios in the backgrounds. There is a BF16 hotfix model which is around 20 GBs. I generated an image with the older model and then I generated an image with the new BF16 hotfix. And honestly, I do not see a huge difference in this particular comparison. Physically, both images still have some mistakes. Therefore, for lower VRAM setups, it's better to just use the FP8 scaled model. Now I'm going to test a more difficult task. This will show us whether the model can generate and render complex text correctly. You can see it created the diagram. There are still some rendering problems in the actual diagram lines, but many parts of that text are perfectly readable. For example, it clearly shows ideas like data is collected, data is processed, and the algorithm learns from the model, and the model makes a decision or prediction. It also accurately shows that AI works using data and algorithms, and that AI can learn from examples too. So, the text elements are rendered correctly. but there are still some diagram render problems. So keep in mind, we are using the turbo model at only 4 steps here. If you want a better result for very dense text, you can try the base model, and the base model can also support a massive 2K resolution. Lastly, this model is also very good at generating animated characters. But you can see one problem in my test here. It gave the character 2 swords, which is physically incorrect. So what I found is, this model can still make physical mistakes, but overall you can use it to get great results for realistic images, photo shoots, product photography, stylized images, and animated characters. So that is everything about the turbo model. Now let's talk about image editing. So first, you have to select the Boogu-Image-0.1 edit model. When you search for it, you will find a node called Text Encode Boogu Edit. You have to delete your old clip text encode node and replace it with this node. Now, connect the image you want to edit from the load image node to image 1. This edit model is not the turbo version, so you have to use 25 steps and a CFG of 5. If you want to use the Turbo LoRA, I have written the best settings for that too, but we'll try that later. So here, the workflow for image editing is ready. I just loaded an image of a woman, and here is the formula. For the edit model, you must use simple direct command verbs at the very end of your prompt, such as add an object, remove the object, or replace the object. For this image, I want to replace the bathrobe with a red dress. I give it a simple command prompt, and you can see the result. It replaced the bathrobe with a red dress. How cool is that? Now I changed the prompt to a t-shirt, and again you can see the result. The women's bathrobe has been replaced with a t-shirt. That is how easy it is. To get a better result, you can first describe the original image in the prompt and then add the command at the end. For example, replace the loose white bathrobe with a red dress. You can write the prompt in both ways, but it's better to keep it simple so the AI doesn't get confused. Now we'll test our Turbo LoRA. I disabled the bypass, enabled the LoRA, and set the strength to 0.5. Here I used 8 steps and a CFG of 3.5 or 5. First, we'll check CFG 5. And yes, it works. You can definitely use the Turbo LoRA with the image edit model for better results. But what I recommend is not using CFG 5. Why? Because it makes the color pop too much. I prefer CFG 3.5. You can choose the settings that gives you the best result for your image. Next, I give it a simple command. Remove the wine glass. You can see how successfully it did the job. It finally removed the wine glass. With this model, you do not need to write a very long prompt. You can use it in simple English. You can edit images easily. So I'll give you one more example. Here is another prompt. Replace the glass of rose wine with a cup of hot coffee. And as you can see in the result, it replaced it with a coffee cup. But the result is logically wrong. Here I tried CFG 5 to see if it would fix it. But it was still wrong. With 25 steps and without the Turbo LoRA, you can see it's more correct, but it still shows 3 hands. Maybe this happens because it's using the older Flux VA, but I can't confirm that. Overall, this model is still doing a very good job for me. Then I used a negative prompt where I added extra hands, bad anatomy, deformed fingers, extra limbs, mutation. After adding these words to the negative prompt, you can see it mostly corrected the problem. Therefore, this is a great way to fix a bad result if the EI gets confused. And finally, I replaced the cloudy sky with night. As a result, it successfully replaced the cloudy sky with a night scene, but it compressed the image quality. While editing, some image quality can be lost. And to fix that, I added a 4x UltraSharp upscaler after the load image node. Now you can see that the blurriness problem has been completely fixed. So that's all for today's video. Please like, share and subscribe if you like this one and follow for more. Thank you.